looking at factoring trinomial by grouping here. And like the other ones, there's a few steps here I'll write out. So we want to factor out the greatest common factor if there is one other than number one. Oops, other than one. Okay, two. At that point we should have a trinomial on ax² plus bx plus c. This should be our resultant trinomial if we factor out a greatest common factor. Now we got to go find two numbers. We got to find product is a times c and sum is b. And then third step, we have to write the middle term. We have to write the middle term using the factors from step 2. Using factors from step 2. And then our last step is to factor by grouping. So, how does this work, you may say? Well, let's look at an example. Let's say we have something like 3x² plus 31x plus 10. Okay, so we don't have any other common factors other than 1 between 3, 31, and 10. So we can't factor out a greatest common factor there. We know a is equal to 3, b is equal to 31, c is equal to 10. Okay. So we need to find two numbers whose product is a times c. So the product has to be equal to a times c. Oops, I'm wanting to write the answer there. A times c, which is 3 times 10, which is 30. And the sum has to be equal to the middle term. Well, the middle term is b, and that's 31. So we think about this. This should be a pretty easy one. We're looking at positive here, so we know we're going to have two positive terms. So two factors of 30 whose sum is 31. Well, that's pretty easy. 30 times 1. 30 times 1 is 30, and 30 plus 1 is 31. So what we want to do is we want to rewrite this polynomial using 30 and 1 as coefficients of x to replace the middle term. So what we're going to have is 3x² plus x, there's our 1x, plus 30x plus 10. Okay. Now all we got to do is factor by grouping. We group those two and these two. So 3x² plus x, when we factor x out, we get x plus 3, plus 30x and 10, we can factor a 10 out, and we get 3x plus 1. I wrote my first term backwards here. X should be 3x plus 1. I wrote and said something different. So we have two binomials with the same term, so this can factor easily out to x plus 10 times 3x plus 1. And if we want to check it, multiply, we get 3x² plus x plus 30x plus 10. And if we combine terms, then that's 3x² plus 31x plus 10. Okay. So before I end this video, we'll do one more here to make sure we understand this factoring by grouping when we're looking at coefficients of the leading terms that aren't equal to 1. So let's look at another one. Let's look at 4x² plus 20x plus 25. don't have anything we can factor here at the beginning. So really, we're looking at 25 times 4, A times C is equal to 100, and B is equal to 20. So we need terms whose product is equal to 100. We multiply them together, we get 100, but add them together, we get 20. We have two positive signs, so they're going to be positive terms, positive numbers. What we can multiply together to get 100, and we can add together, what also give us 20, would be 10 times 10. So we look here and we can say, okay, we can have 4x squared plus 10x plus 10x plus 25. We've replaced the middle term with the two factors that added together equal that term with the variable attached. So now, again, we can go through factoring by grouping with these two pairs. So 4x squared plus 10x, we can factor a 2x out of there. And if we'll do that, we get 2x plus 5. And then the same, not the same here. If we factor out here, we can get a 5 out of there, and we get 2x plus 5. So really, we look at this, we're looking at 2x plus 5 times 2x plus 5. Or we could also say this is 2x plus 5 squared. Okay. So hopefully this helps with factoring by grouping when we don't have a coefficient, leading coefficient of 1. So I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.